What we're looking at here is that everybody on Earth worships the sun. It's one side of a light hole's a black hole. Doesn't matter what religion, what nation you come from, everybody worships the sun and the black sun. And somehow people don't see it. They think that the feminine spirit of the Earth is the moon, and that's not the case. It's one side of a light hole's a black hole with the green astral jet shooting out, which hits the parabolic mirror and showers down on you. This would be the Aurora Borealis. This is the goddess of the Earth. And what I'm telling you, it doesn't matter where you're from, what religion you think you are, you worship the sun. Jesus is the sun. Lucifer is the black sun. It's the Aurora Borealis that's shooting out. You cannot screw this up, people. It's that you bow your head in prayer to the black sun, you close your eyes, make a wish, focus on the black sun, you throw a coin into the wishing well for the black sun. Every word you speak is a magic spell. Everything begins with the word. It starts in your head, you speak it, you can write it down, you can publish it, and write shit into reality. So it's a flat earth plane. Every compass is pointing to the very center where you get eternal life. You drink from the living waters, and you pass into the land of perpetual twilight. It's just that simple. X marks the spot at the center of the dish. It's the Holy Grail. It's right over there. They rub it in your face, and symbol after symbol, and movie after movie. It's literally every religion. It doesn't matter where you're from. It's all the same shit. It's one side of a light hole's a black hole with the green astral jet shooting out. It hits the parabolic mirror and showers down on you. At the very center of the dish is the Holy Grail. That's where we will bathe in the eternal waters, drink from the living waters, and then we'll pass into the land of perpetual twilight. It is that simple, and everybody you know is blind as a bat, and they can't see anything until you spell it out for them. So every symbol is the same thing. It's one side of a light hole's a black hole with the green astral jet shooting out. So it's a dog-eat-dog world. Dog meaning God backwards. So this is all the same thing. That's a sun. It's the savior is the dragon, great dragon Typhon, the mother of all creation and of humanity. And every compass is pointing right at the Holy Grail. It's right over there. Everybody you know is sleeping. They think they're on a ball floating through space as an accident, and that's not the case. They think they worship Jesus or whatever God, but they're mistaken. It's all the same thing. One side of a light hole's a black hole with the green astral jet shooting out. This is the Earth's memory. This is the goddess of the Earth. This is the infinite potential. So it starts with your intent. That would be like the trigger, and your will would be like the bullet. And the sun above your head is making your flesh, your bones, and your blood, and the sun beneath you is bringing all your intent and your will into fruition. And it's just that simple. So it's one side of a light hole's a black hole with the green astral jet shooting out.
They're showing you the eye, the all-seeing eye, which is at the top of the dome. You're in a machine right now. They can look down on you. They can see everything. And they can play back your life like a video game. All right? To live is evil. Look, if you reverse live, you have evil. All right? I know it's crazy, but you're here in your carbon 666 meat pack, and you're here because to live means that you're in this box. And you know, it might start to make sense after I say it enough times. When you read the Bible, it says God told Satan to worship man above God himself, and Satan refused, and he was cast down to earth. And now here you are in your carbon 666 meat pack. You're forced to live evil. Okay, you're evil. And God said backwards is dog. Okay, see the case? You see, this is the sine wave. See, this would be the line down the center, and if you put, okay, the extension here, you see that this is, okay, rubbed in your face. It's nonstop. Look up in a law dictionary the definition of a human. You will see monster with no inheritable blood. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But you're inside the machine right now. See, you get on the circuit every day and go to work. All right, do your work. You get on the circuit. See what the roads look like? These look like electric circuits. If you zoom out, and if you go into my electric book over here, you'll see these are like circuits. It's like circuits. It's like we're inside of a machine right now. Okay? The beings that have you enslaved, they drink the blood of your children. Your children are the forbidden fruit. There's something in your children's blood that allows them to stay here in the flesh, in this frequency, and they need the blood of children. They're taking so many children and babies, you can't imagine. Like the Big Apple being New York, You can't imagine how many children they're stealing from the Big Apple to call it the Big Apple. All right? And, this I've been showing in my last couple of videos. People would never make this connection here, that the Levi sign is the motorboard that you put on your head when you graduate. And that just happens to be the half of an hourglass, or the sine wave. You see the sine wave here, your Jesus fish, half of your Jesus fish. You can see the X right over here. You can see a man gets down on one knee and opens up a box and then puts a ring. Those are your rings, your earrings, your necklaces. This is all for Saturn. It's where attention goes, energy flows. Symbols are the language of the universe and the conduit that your biogenetic field is flowing through. Straight to the cube, to the archons who live in the cube. All right? It's literally everything. Your money. Look at this. Your time is money. Your God is time. And your God, how much time you have in your day. And you've become a robot because of your cell phone. Time makes you a robot, and your cell phone makes you a cyborg. You have cameras on the front and back of your phones. Clearly, you are a cyborg. You are inside the machine right here, and you are mining gold. You work for worthless paper backed by your own stupidity. That is clear. There's no gold in Fort Knox. They ran all those commercials to get everybody's gold. Maybe you remember that. There's a lot to this sine wave that you're not seeing, people. Being that it's on everything is a message being told to you that you will start to see as you start making these boards. I recommend that you start collecting these types of things and that you start making these things to show to your children, okay? Look, people can stand on their Bible all they want. It's the cube book. You've been cubed, okay? You need to get back to selfless acts of kindness and love for each other. Type into your computer blood over intent, and you'll see tons and tons, thousands of people saw my son and myself spill our blood over intent to be ushering in heaven and earth, and then other people started doing it, and now it's taken on a life of its own, and it makes sense. When enough people have placed their blood into the computer, look, you could say you have 1 million people in a political party, and I can tell you that none of those people spilt their blood over their intent to be ushering heaven and earth, I guarantee it. Look online right now, go type in blood over intent and hit enter, and I'm telling you, heaven is coming to earth. A lot of people have spilt their blood on it, and there's no going back. And it's taken on a life of its own, and now you need to put your part in. I recommend that you step up to the plate, because there's only one way out of here. It doesn't matter what plane of existence you're on. If you don't worship each other, you're going to be living in hell, I promise you. And it doesn't. All of you are racing to get out of here. It's like I can't wait till I die. A lot of people are like that. If you think it's going to be any better on the other side, you're sadly mistaken. I've been over there, and I'm telling you. Okay, you're sadly mistaken. It's that as above, so below. If you think things are going to be any different on the other side, you're mistaken. You need to fix them over here, or everybody over there is going to remain stuck, I promise you. And I'm here to remind you that you can take control of the computer that has you right now, and there's only one way. You need to place your blood into it. And when enough of us have our blood into it, there's a lot of power in there. You just don't see it yet. I can see it because I've done this over a year ago, and magic goes 360, and I'm fully in tune with what's going on here. And I'm telling you, when 1 million people have their blood in that computer, that'll be the first in history where 1 million people spilt their blood over a common idea to usher in heaven and earth, and heaven is coming to earth. Because 10% is critical mass, people. That's it. 10% is critical mass, and everything gets pushed over, and heaven comes to earth. And if you don't step up to the plate, you will remain living in your box of horrors every day, and nothing will ever change. And you could look in the mirror and blame yourself. And maybe you've given a demonstration before. You're the demon giving the demonstration. You ever hear the word pandemonium? Okay? Demon right there. See it? See that? Demon. You're the demon, and you can't see it. The angels are the one who have you trapped in the box. And your God is El, Saturn. Jesus, you see over here, this is what they give to kids that are being christened. That's what my son got one. You see it's a cube. Jesus is there on cubes. Jesus has a ring above his head. It's Saturn. He's the black hole sun that's sucking your money out. It's clear. It's clear. And they rub it in your face, people. You need to unite peacefully for your survival. Look, you're in the machine right now. You get up every day to run the circuits, and you just can't wait to get home. You're in a computer. You get your rest, and you're right back to the next day doing the same exact thing. And some of you think, well, you're retired. No, you're not retired. You're still using worthless paper backed by your own stupidity. You still have to deal with all the bullshit. And you need to fix this for the sake of everybody else. Just because you may be alone and you have no family or whatever, doesn't mean that you're not part of the, the solution here. You need to help out. Everybody needs to do their part.